Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sathak, and in today's video we will learn about how do we group test case in TestNG. Now coming to the important aspect of it. Okay, coming to the important aspect of it, this particular groups concept is used in TestNG, especially when you have a lot many test cases. This is both a qualitative as well as a quantitative approach. Let's say for example you just have 5 to 6 test cases. Why would you need even groups for that? But let's say for example you have 1,000 test cases. So typically at certain point of time you need to execute a certain number of test cases. You don't want to execute so many test cases and delay your execution run. Then obviously you'll have to group it. So this is an advanced level of learning, and we will learn about what are actually groups are, how do we create groups, how do we segregate groups, and how what is the way how what is the best way to execute a certain group which will include a certain group and exclude a certain group, and what are groups inside groups, and what are meta groups, and how do we use a certain regular expressions are mostly used. Let's say for example you want out of 1,000, 200 test cases you want to be run on Linux, 300 on an uh, Apple system, okay, and rest 700 on a Windows system. So when the concept of grid comes into picture, grouping actually helps you segregate your execution. So this is very important. And now the next part is can you use groups at a class level? So we'll learn all of this, and for more detailed understanding of how to start, you can go to this website testng.org. I'm not sure why it is not opening. You can go to, okay, it is open. Go to documentation part of testng.org, and on top you will see test groups. So here if you go through 5 from 5.2 till 5.5, what are partial groups, what are exclusion groups, everything I'll cover in this video. You can go through if you want more in detail. It is up to you. I'm not asking you to it's not a mandate. You can go through, but I'll try my level best to cover to the best of my abilities. Okay, so now let's directly jump into the code, and I'll explain you how it actually works. So this is my testng package. I'll create a class and I'll write groups underscore concepts. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll create a lot of test cases, because obviously test cases are the one which goes into the grouping part. So I'll create public void test case number 1. I'll write syso test case number 1. Okay, I don't want to add anything. Okay, I'll not append anything. I'll just write something like this. I'll control shift O and I'll import this. Now I'll copy this. I'll make approximately 5 test cases. 3, 4, 5. So this will be test case number 2. This will be number 3. This will be number 4. This will be number 5. And this will be number 5 in the output. This one will be number 4. This one will be number 3. This one will be number 2. Okay, now we have done this. Now let's if anybody asks you what do you mean by groups in TestNG, it is nothing but it is a simple feature of TestNG which helps us to assign tests or even classes to a certain test groups, which are to a certain group which are nothing but test in nature. Okay, we can include and exclude and all that stuff. And to execute these groups, to execute, we will need testng.xml file to execute this. This is how we'll do it. It's very simple. Let's understand how this thing works. Let's say test case number 1, we write like this: groups equal to, let's say this test case falls under smoke groups. Okay, now let's say this particular test case number 2 falls under multiple groups. It falls under smoke as well, and it falls under sanity as well. Okay, and let's say for example this is also dependent on the previous method. So I'll just write it here. test case number 1. Okay, looks fine, no problem. Now let's say this one falls under sanity, and it also has regression. Okay, it's not dependent on anyone. And the last two test cases, test case number 4 excuse me, I'll give here purely sanity. It is not related to anything else. And last one, groups, I'll give this one purely, let's say, regression. See, as of now, in an understanding perspective, I'm doing as per my whims and fancy, but you will have to adhere to what your project actually demands, whether that particular test case falls under the groups which you're actually allocating to. So make sure that you understand the functionality thoroughly and then implement this. You cannot implement it from day one. It will require a lot of time and understanding and actually grouping. Okay, this particular segregation of test case is going into this particular group, this particular is going to this particular group. You just cannot do randomly like we are learning right now. I'm just giving an example that this is the way you will have to do it. Okay, so because I receive a lot of messages and all that saying ki sir हमारे project में this is not working, that is not working, and this. See, I cannot replicate your project. You have to replicate your project. You have to implement the understanding of your project in your code. I can just tell you how these things get done. I can just give you a head start, so that and rest of the things you have to do. Okay, anyways, so now we have just designed a small class. We have given 5 test cases and we have added certain groups to it. Now, how do we execute this particular groups? As I said, we'll have to create a testng.xml file. So for this particular class, I'll right click, go to testng, convert to testng. Instead of testng.xml, I'll use groups. As simple as that. I'll come to this particular testng.xml. I'll remove this thread count because we are not doing any sort of parallel execution. And to add groups, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tag known as groups. And within this groups, you will have to run your test cases into different segregation of groups. So first I have to add a run tag. And here, as I said, you have to include, you want to exclude whatever you want to include and exclude, you can do it here. So now let's say, for example, I want to include, I'll say sanity, or let's say smoke. This is the only thing which I want to include. I don't want to include anything else. Now, this is what I've done. I've created a groups groups HTML tag. Okay, inside I have created another tag known as run, which will execute whatever inclusion of groups I want. As of now, my inclusion is only smoke. I'm not excluding anything or not including anything else. I'll right click, I'll run as testng suite. We'll see the output. So it executes test case number 1 and test case number 2. We'll go back to the code. See, test case number 1 has smoke. Test case number 2 also has smoke. 3, 4 and 5, they do not have smoke. So it executed those groups which has smoke in it. Fine. Now let me include another group. So I'll include, let's say, sanity. Okay, I'm not excluding anything, I'm just including sanity. I'll run as testng suite. So here the output will be a little bit different. It executes 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's see. 1 has smoke, 2 has smoke as well as sanity, 3 has sanity, 4 has sanity. Only 5th test case is the only test case which does not have sanity, and of course 1 does not have sanity, but it has smoke and we have included smoke. So now it is working fine. Let's say, for example, I include regression as well. Now you will see all the test cases will get executed. All 5 of them will get executed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because all of them have these things. Now, let's say, for example, you want to exclude, instead of include, you want to exclude regression. So now what will happen? Let us execute this particular testng.xml. you're excluding this. So now only 1, 2 and 4 are executing. Why 1, 2 and 4 are executing? 1 has smoke inclusion, so that is fine. 2 does not have regression, so it is working fine. The third test case will not get executed even though sanity is included, but it is excluding regression. So third is will not get included, sorry. So the moment you use exclude, this will take a higher priority than include, even though here sanity is included, and in test case number 3 sanity is also a group, but typically you have excluded regression. So the moment you use excluded, even if there is another group which is included, this will not get executed, as simple as that. Fourth, sanity will get executed. Why? Because sanity is there. Fifth will not, because you have excluded regression. So this one will not get executed, this one will not get executed. If you are using exclude, that means that will take a precedence over inclusion. Okay, please remember this. Somebody might ask you in question, if I'm trying to exclude a group and I have a group which is already in inclusion state, so what will happen? Obviously it will take care of exclusion first. This will be higher priority. Okay, remember this. Now this thing is done. What is the next part we want to do? Let's say for example, you want to add a meta group or groups inside of groups. So what you can do is, instead of this, you can try something known as let's say you want to define a certain group. So you'll have to add the define tag, and here you can name, let's say for example, you are running your test cases overnight. Okay, late in the night you want to run your test cases, so you want to define a certain test case here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you will you want only your regression test case here to get executed. So you'll write here regression, and that's it. You don't want your sanity and smoke to be executed at an overnight level. You don't want, and then you will keep it like this. So now you don't want to include anything. Okay, so what you will do here, I'll comment this particular part. Okay, so now I've commented this, and I want to only include the one which I have given overnight. Sorry. So I'm making a group. Okay, I'm making a meta group in which, in the overnight section, I just want only regression test cases to get executed. I'm not interested in the other sanity smoke. So I've commented this part because that was the previous explanation. Now when I'm making a meta group, I just want this one to get executed. So anyways, this one will be part of run, and here is your logic. Okay, now save it, right click, run as TestNG suite. You will see only those areas which will have regression to test case to get executed, that is test case number 3 and 5. You go here, you check out. Test case 1 does not have regression, test case 2 does not have regression, test case 3 has regression, 4 does not have, and 5 has. So 3 and 5 have it, so that is why they get included and get executed in the overnight run. Now you might say, why are you doing in the same? You can make a different testng.xml and run that as per your whims and fancy. I don't want to make multiple XML files. I am commenting it and showing it in the same way. You can create another testng underscore groups. You can write testng underscore overnight groups.xml and you can execute this part. It will anyways work. I'm just showing because I want to do it in one. I don't want to create too many. Okay, now let's say for example, all of a sudden your boss says, no, you have to also include sanity in the overnight run. Fine, boss, I'm including it, but I don't have to include individually these two sections here because I'm creating a meta group, and meta group will take care of the only inclusion over here, which is the execution part of it. Simple. I'll run this. One, two, three, four, five. Why it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It is running sanity, including name sanity, but sanity does not have smoke, right? So I don't understand why it is including test case number 1. This is very strange actually. We do not have a sanity, but it is dependent on test case number 1. Okay, so if I remove this particular exclusion over here, depends on methods. So let me remove this and let me check what is happening, because I forcibly gave n depends on methods. So I'll run this again. Let's see if 1 is getting executed, or this time see, it left it out. So the moment the depends on thing got removed, this got eliminated. I had totally ignored that particular depends on method section. So each and every annotation statement that you define is very, very important. Each and everything has a role to play. So please be very careful with the way you want to write your logic, because otherwise someone will do a lot of inspection. Okay, what happened, why is test case 1 getting included? Because smoke was not there in the grouping part of it. But I had done a dependency. So since the dependency was there, TestNG also took care of that. See, TestNG is extremely smart. You have to be smart enough to actually analyze your grouping part of it. Okay, now this part is done. You can do meta groups to actually understand how you want to include something, how you want to exclude something. Okay, now let's say for example, there are a lot of test cases here. There are only 5. Let's say there are 500 test cases, and you want your test cases to get executed in different systems or operating systems, like one in Linux, one in Mac, and one in Windows. So what you want to do is, you do not want any so you will leave these first 3 aside. Let's say for example, these are actually working fine, and these you want to include in Windows. So what you will do here, in groups, you can literally define Windows dot sanity. So all these things can get executed in Windows dot sanity, and here let's say for example, you can write Linux dot regression. So these things are specifically mentioned over here. If you go to TestNG documentation, you will see something. See, you will say Linux, Windows, all these particular things, you can check it out. See the way they have explained exactly the same thing I'm doing, okay, but in a much simpler way. So now you cannot just change it here and go and directly execute it here. No, you'll have to also execute the challenges over here as well. You'll have to implement those in inclusion over here as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm gonna make this one. I'll also comment this part. Okay, I'll comment this part, and I will also comment the definitive part. I'll comment this one as well. I'm just keen on executing my Linux, Windows, and that thing. So I'll include name equal to, let's say I want to execute my Windows. So you just have to use Windows dot star, and that's it. It will take care of the rest part of it. Simple. Okay, now you have not included your Linux, you have just included your this part. Okay, so let me run as. Oops, I have done some mistake. Okay, some tagging mistake have I done. Let me check, guys. So groups are getting closed in that fashion. Oh, okay, see, this is the mistake. This is the mistake. Okay, so please be very careful whenever you are passing certain comments or anything. Because TestNG gave me the help in the log, that is why I could do it. Otherwise, to the naked eye, sometimes it gets little difficult. Okay, so only test case number 4 will get executed. Why? Because I'm using Windows as part of the regular expression. So Windows is there. I've not included Linux. So now what I'm going to do, I'll include Linux as well. Include name equal to Linux dot star. Sorry, Now if I execute this, you will see test case number 5 will also come. See 4 and 5 because 5 was for Linux. I hope this is clear. So this is something which you can use in your day-to-day in your grid concept when there are too many to include. You can use this as well. So it is again totally up to you how you want to use this. And the final one is your groups at class level. What you want to include at your class level. So the very thing which I'll do is first I'll comment this whole part. So this whole thing is commented now. Now the run tag does not have anything. The define tag anyways doesn't. Everything is commented. So what at a class level, how will you group at a class level? It is very simple. You go to your class. This is your class. Just above the class, you give your test annotation, and here you can write your groups. Anything you want. You can define your groups. Let's say for example, I will write complete class level tests. I'll write it over here. As simple as that. I have written this. Then what I do, I have to implement the same where? In my testng.xml. So I'll include this gentleman over here. I'll include name equal to, I'll copy that. Simple. I've done my job. That's it. I'm defining at a class level. So I'll execute this, run as. So almost every scenario will get executed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will get executed because I'm defining at a class level, and at a class level, every test case is inside that class, is inside the body of the class. So everything will have to get executed. Of course, yes, you can segregate certain exclude part of it. Let's try to exclude, let's say, regression. Okay. Now let me execute. 1, 2, 4 and 5 is coming. 1, 2, 3 is not coming. 4 and 5. Because see, linux.regression is not equivalent to regression. As of now, we are just implementing regression. So if I write here, let's say Windows dot, I'm excluding Windows dot star, and I'll execute this. Let's see the output. You get 1, 2, 3 and 5. You are excluded of this. Okay, now you want to exclude, let's say, regression here as well. You want to exclude your Windows regular expression as well as you are excluding regression. See, you are excluding two things, this and this. So class will minus those two exclusions. TestNG will minus those two exclusions of the class 1, 2 and 5. This is anyways excluded. Okay, this will come into picture because it is linux.regression. 1, 2 and 5. This one got executed, this one got executed. 3 will not get executed because regression is there. 4th will not executed because windows.star you have done there. So only 1, 2 and 5 got executed. So typically this is how you will use your inclusion and exclusion of, you can use these things. It is totally up to you. You can make multiple group testng.xml files to manage your code. I'm just showing with 5. See, it is very simple for me in a YouTube channel to showcase 5 test cases and do this. The challenge actually comes when there are 500 and you have to, break your, head over a lot of things. But this is exactly the concept you need to work on. That is what I wanted to say. You can have a lot of inclusion, you can have a lot of exclusion, and this is how this thing typically works. I hope you liked this session, and if you did, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and share and like my videos as much as possible. Thank you so much. Sarthak here, signing off.